Hi, how you doing? This is Rich from Rich TV Live, and I wanted to talk to you about Aurora Cannabis announcing the financial results for the third quarter of fiscal 2019. So Aurora Cannabis had solid net revenue growth across all channels to 65.1 million. Production volumes double while per unit production costs decline. On track to deliver positive EBITDA beginning in fiscal Q4 2019. So essentially, Aurora Cannabis is 1 quarter away from positive cash flow, positive EBITDA. So we're literally 3 months away from Aurora being a cash flow positive company. Yo, what's up, people? Thank you guys for joining me here. We're talking about Aurora Cannabis, and we're talking about the news of their Q3 third quarter fiscal results. So here's the news. Aurora Cannabis Inc., Aurora Cannabis Inc., ACB in Canada and ACB in America announced today its financial and operational results for the third quarter ended March 31st, 2019. Third quarter Q3 2019 highlights. Unless otherwise stated, comparisons are made between fiscal Q3 2019 and fiscal Q2 2019 results. Continued solid revenue growth, averaging 20% across all key markets, driven by successful scale-up of the company's production and continued strong performance across the Canadian consumer and Canadian and international medical cannabis markets. Canadian consumer up 37%, Canadian medical up 8%, and international medical up 40%. Thank you guys for the likes. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys for joining me here. We are looking at the Q3 third quarter fiscal results for Aurora Cannabis. Growth of the company's medical patient base up by 5% to 77,136 patients. As at the date of this release, Aurora has 82,745 active registered patients, a further increase of 7%, and continues to register new patients as product availability ramps up. Cash cost to produce per gram declined 26% to $142 per gram as the initial impact of Aurora Sky's scale and efficiency began to be realized. So that's key there. You guys see that? So their cost per gram actually went down by 26%. I think this is why people are liking this news. Production volume increased 99% to 15,590 kgs, up 1,200% year over year. The increase in production accelerated through the quarter, with the majority of the harvested volume realized in the last half of the quarter. SG&A expenses have stabilized with a modest increase of 1%, reflecting Aurora's ongoing commitment to disciplined cost management. Average selling price per gram decreased marginally due to product mix effects, higher contribution from wholesale consumer, extraction capacity constraints resulting in extract-based products comprising 18% of net cannabis sales, and the first full quarter impact of excise tax on medical cannabis. Adjusted EBITDA loss improved by 20% to 36.6 million as the company continues to track towards achieving EBITDA positive results beginning Q4 2019 as operations continue to ramp up. So we're essentially 1 quarter away from being revenue positive. So this is huge for Aurora Cannabis. In January 2019, Aurora completed a US $345 million convertible notes offering, with the proceeds earmarked to continue the company's pace of growth in Canada and internationally. IFRS accounting standards require a mark-to-market adjustment at each period and for the derivative portion of these notes. Due to the increase in Aurora's stock price since the issuance of the notes, the company recorded a $102 million non-cash fair value loss in the Q3 2019 profit and loss statement. This is the management commentary. I'm exceptionally proud of our company and team as Aurora continued to deliver on our domestic and international growth strategy. We achieved solid revenue growth and strong operating results in a quarter proven challenging across the industry. We are laser focused on building a long-term sustainable business, said Terry Booth, CEO. During the quarter, we formally welcomed Nelson Peltz, a key strategic advisor. He has been incredibly engaged, collaborative, and strategically focused on assisting our pursuit of growth in global markets and with mature companies in adjacent industries. Glenn Ibbott, CFO, added, Aurora is an extremely active and diversified company, leading the industry in cannabis research, product development, cultivation, global scale, and revenue growth. With a solid Q3 on all fronts, it's time to move the yardstick for the industry again. The company we have built with purpose through both organic growth and targeting acquisitions has provided a unique opportunity, continue to lead the industry in revenue growth while also progressing to positive operating earnings in the near term. So they're breaking down all the numbers. So the gross revenue for Q3 is $75 million. The gross revenue for Q2 was $62 million. The net revenue for Q3 is $65 million. The net revenue for Q2 was $54 million. So it's about $11 million increase over the last quarter. The medical cannabis net revenue in Q3 was $29 million. In Q2 was $25 million. Cannabis net revenue of $29 million. In Q2, $21 million. Cannabis net revenue, gross margin on cannabis net revenue, 55%. In Q2 is 54%. Selling, general, and administrative expenses of $67 million. In Q2, it was $66 million. Balance sheet. This is where I see a huge increase. In Q2, they had $274 million on the balance sheet in working capital, inventory, and biological assets. Now in Q3 2019, $469 million in working capital. Total assets of $5.5 billion. That's right. It's $5.5 billion in assets. Last quarter, it was $4.8 billion in assets. The active registered patients has gone up considerably. The KGs quarter over quarter has doubled. So this is a very strong financial result. The Aurora, Sky, and Bradford facilities are now operating at full capacity. With this, the company's annualized production run rate across its operational facilities in excess of 150,000 kgs per annum based on planted rooms. Aurora reiterates its target for Q4 with production available for sale in excess of 25,000 kgs. Management intends to allocate a portion of this capacity to its inventory for manufacturing new products. Aurora remains focused on having vapes and certain edibles ready for launch under new regulations in the Canadian consumer market, which are expected towards the end of the calendar year. Wow, thank you guys for joining. Thank you for the 31 likes. I really appreciate it, guys. If you haven't hit the like button, smash the like button. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. So every time we have any breaking news, anything going on, you guys will know first. Thank you guys for being here. I love you guys. You're the best community on the planet. And we're breaking down the Aurora Cannabis financials right here, right now. So management intends to allocate a portion of this capacity to its inventory for manufacturing new products. Aurora remains focused on having vapes and certain edibles ready for launch under new regulations, which is October 17, 2019, in the Canadian consumer market, which are expected towards the end of the calendar year. With production ramping up, the company continues to scale up manufacturing capacity with innovation and technologies aimed at reducing time from harvest to market. The company anticipates that increased processing, packaging, and delivery efficiencies in Q4 and beyond will accelerate availability of product. Supply to Europe and other international markets is expected to increase. as more of Aurora's production facilities receive EU GMP certification. The Bradford facility has recently undergone an audit to obtain EU GMP certification. In Q3, the company began exports of full-spectrum cannabis extracts in Germany. Management anticipates these sales will contribute to growth given higher margins in extracts. Oil extraction capacity has been a constraint during the second and third fiscal quarters of 2019. Subsequent to quarter's end, Aurora expanded its internal extraction capacity to almost 7,000 kgs per quarter currently and will reach almost 16,000 kgs per quarter in fiscal Q1. As well, the company's extraction partner, Radiant Technologies, is scaling up commercial production at its Edmonton facility. Guys, keep RTI, Radiant Technologies, on full alert right here, right now. They just mentioned it in the press release. This is huge. Consequently, Aurora anticipates production of extract-based products to increase, with the full impact starting to materialize towards the end of fiscal Q4. This increase in internal and external extraction capacity will enhance Aurora's ability to produce derivative products at scale, which management expects will have a positive impact on both revenues and gross margin. With Aurora Sky now operating at full capacity, the company anticipates continued reduction in production and manufacturing costs. This is huge, guys. This is so big. So big. Reduction in production and manufacturing costs, allowing cash costs per gram to continue to trend lower. Management reiterates its expectation that the average cash cost to produce per gram at its Sky Class facilities will be below $1. Wow. If they can produce cannabis below $1 and sell it at even $5, they're making 400% returns. With disciplined cost management, the company expects SG&A costs to grow modestly over the remainder of the fiscal year. Consequently, management anticipates that with sustained revenue growth and lower cash costs per gram, Aurora is well positioned to achieve positive EBITDA beginning in fiscal Q4 2019, calendar Q2 2019. So we're right around the corner from positive EBITDA. Q3 2019 facility and production update. What do you guys think so far of this news? Aurora defines production rate as the capacity of all planted rooms that have been approved by the regulators for sales using anticipated annualized harvests at maturity based on historical yield per plant. These targeted yields have been met or exceeded at all of Aurora's current operating facilities. Good job, Aurora. Construction at Aurora Sky is complete. And all grow rooms have been licensed by Health Canada. Fully planted, Aurora Sky is operating at its full design capacity of over 100,000 kgs per annum. All rooms at Bradford are licensed by Health Canada, and the facility has been fully planted. The facility has received no major observations during its audit to obtain EU GMP certification. Obtaining this certificate will subsequently increase the company's capacity to ship product to the European market. Wow, these guys are on fire, folks. These guys are on fire. The first saleable harvest at Aurora Nordic 1 is expected by the end of fiscal Q4 2019, with product sales anticipated in December 2019 or as soon as regulatory approvals are provided. Initial harvests for testing and licensing purposes have been completed successfully. Wow. This is crazy. This is just absolutely crazy. Aurora Cannabis is a giant, folks. They're an absolute giant. Construction of Aurora Sun is progressing well, with the facility anticipated to be ready for planting by mid-calendar 2020. Aurora Sun will measure 1.62 million square feet, reflecting a 33% increase from its original planned size. Erection of the steel structure is well underway and anticipated for completion in late June 2019. That's like a month away. We're like a month away. Oh my goodness. Unbelievable. Construction of the glass roof has commenced and is anticipated for completion shortly after installation of the steel structure. Wow, this is a huge facility. Unbelievable. Whistler Alpha Lake is currently operating at its design capacity of 480 kgs a year of organic certified cannabis, utilizing 4 grow rooms. Construction of Whistler Pemberton remains on track for completion in calendar Q4 2019. 4 rooms are fully operational with an annual capacity of 1,200 kgs of organic certified cannabis. 11 additional rooms are expected to come online beginning in November 2019. So there's 2 catalysts, guys. There's 2 huge catalysts coming. Upon completion, Pemberton is expected to produce 4,500 kgs a year of organic certified cannabis. The Pemberton facility will incorporate a public lounge to educate visitors about WMMC and its history as cultivation pioneers of organic certified cannabis. During the most recent grow season in Europe, AgroPro harvested a combined 3,950 acres of hemp across Lithuania, Latvia, and Estonia for the upcoming grow season beginning in May 2019. AgroPro plans to contract 8,150 acres of hemp for harvest, which is expected to begin in August. Wow. This news is a big one. Q3 2019 and subsequent corporate highlights. Let's talk about their acquisitions. Wow, thank you guys for the 50 likes. I really appreciate it. Acquisition of Whistler Medical Marijuana Corporation. On March 1st, 2019, Aurora acquired Whistler, an iconic Canadian organic cannabis brand, which commands a significant premium for its products in both the Canadian medical and consumer markets. The company is currently scaling up Whistler's operations and anticipates an increase in products available for sale for the remainder of the calendar year. Acquisition of Hempco Food and Fiber Inc., Hempco. On April 16, 2019, the company entered into a binding letter agreement with Hempco to acquire all of the issued and outstanding shares of Hempco. The acquisition will strengthen the company's industrial hemp and CBD from hemp infrastructure. Acquisition of Chemi Pharmaceuticals Inc. On April 24, 2019, the company acquired Chemi, an Ontario-based laboratory specializing in high-quality analytics, servicing for the pharmaceutical and cannabis industries. The acquisition is intended to expand the company's analytical services for derivative products. This is crazy, guys. This news is nuts. These guys are such a giant. The only thing holding them back is their share structure. If they didn't have over 1 billion shares, the stock would already be way higher. Strategic developments. Appointment of Nelson Peltz on March 13, 2019. The company appointed Nelson Peltz as a strategic advisor to work collaboratively with Aurora on exploring global expansion and partnership opportunities. Management believes the company is well positioned to pursue partnerships across a number of industry verticals and is working with Mr. Peltz and his team to assess opportunities. The news just keeps going here for Aurora Cannabis. I'm not going to go through all of it right now. I just wanted to break down the financial results for the quarter. I think they look positive. It's definitely very positive for Aurora Cannabis. Hope you guys like this news. If you guys are not winning, you're most likely not watching. This is your boy Rich from Rich TV Live, bringing you the news. Aurora Cannabis reporting its Q3 fiscal financial results, and they are positive. They are strong. They are 1 quarter away from having positive EBITDA. They are reducing the production costs. This is a company that is poised to explode. Thank you for the 61 likes. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. This is your boy Rich from Rich TV Live, and I'm out. Peace. It's good. Good. Very good. Stay tuned.